The narcissist gaslighting, possibly one of their favourite manipulation tactics, as they use it in almost everything they do, whether they are triangulating you, projecting onto you, blame shifting, falling silent, lying to you, cheating on you. Whatever a narcissist is doing, they are trying to gaslight your reality. Even in the love bombing, they are trying to gaslight your reality, to sell you an illusion, to sell you an identity, to sell you the story that they want you to know. And often when you are around a gaslighter, you are the one left feeling like you're losing your sanity. So this video is going to explain more on the narcissist and their gaslighting. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. The narcissist gaslighting. The term gaslighting comes from a 1938 play called Gaslight. In 1944, this was released into a film. Gaslight is a film about a woman whose husband slowly manipulated her into believing she was becoming insane. Signs you're being gaslighted by somebody. 1. No longer feeling like the person you used to be. 2. Being more anxious and less confident than you used to be. 3. Often wondering if you're too sensitive. 4. Feeling like everything you do is wrong. 5. Always thinking that everything is your fault when things do go wrong. 6. Apologising often. Apologising for things you haven't even done. Starting a sentence off with, "I'm sorry," for fear of reaction. 7. Having a sense that something's wrong but not being able to identify what it is. 8. Often questioning whether you're responsible for your partner's behaviour. Either any wrongdoing they've done, whether you were being too unreasonable, whether you weren't giving enough, whether you weren't loving enough. Always blaming yourself or questioning yourself. 9. Making excuses for your partner, your parents, your siblings, whoever the narcissist is in your life, behaviour. 10. Avoiding giving information to friends and family to avoid confrontation about the person who's gaslighting you. 11. Feeling isolated from friends and family. 12. Finding it increasingly difficult to make your own decisions. 13. Feeling hopeless and taking a little or no pleasure in the activities that you do. Some common gaslighting phrases from a narcissist are, "You're crazy. That didn't happen. I never said that. You need a mental evaluation. You need help. It was only a joke. You're too sensitive. Not my problem. Oh, I forgot you were perfect. You're overreacting. I told you last week. How can you not remember? You're losing your mind. You must be imagining things." Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation to plant seeds of self-doubt into people's minds, intending to make those around them question reality, doubt their memories, and question their own sanity. It's a hideous form of psychological manipulation. It has extremely traumatic effects on your psychological, emotional, financial and physical health. Unfortunately, by the way a narcissistic person draws you in with their idolization stage, or a narcissistic parent that just doesn't treat you badly all of the time, they slowly and carefully take you down with lots of different manipulation methods. It's extremely hard to spot while it's happening to you. People are extremely susceptible to gaslighting. The narcissist gaslighting destroys your emotional well-being, mental health and physical health, as the narcissist slowly takes control of your mind and your life. Gaslighting is about untruths or extending facts into something they were not, making up stories of events that didn't happen, punishing people, telling people something did happen that never actually happened, taking power away from others by confusing them, destroying a person's character, destroying a person's reputation to the person themselves and those around them through invalidation, through devaluation, through the narcissist smear campaigns. They're all part of the narcissist gaslighting, as the narcissist gets people to believe what the narcissist wants them to believe. Outright lies said so sincerely that you question yourself. When you know something is happening or that something happened, yet the narcissist with great conviction denies it ever happened, they will say, I never said that, or that didn't happen. You must have dreamt that. They will guilt trip you into believing their reality, and they will argue and blame you for anything and everything that's wrong within their life as well as within your life. So you feel like you're losing your mind over events. You are being gaslighted, and it's all being done so that you lose your sense of reality, you lose your values, you lose your beliefs, and you become conditioned to behave, to act, to do exactly what the narcissist wants you to do. These are all done so that you end up so full of shame and so full of self-doubt. You no longer dare speak up to the narcissist or those close to you for a reality check. Gaslighting causes cognitive dissonance within our minds. This is when a person has inconsistent thoughts. This is when you end up with two or more realities, beliefs or values that contradict each other. Life's hard enough living one existence, yet when you've always got someone you believe to love you that acts like they don't, yet blames you for why they're acting this way. This causes two beliefs within our minds. When they have rewritten history on you, this causes you to question the reality of what happened. Living two realities within your mind, no longer being able to distinguish between the two, then with all their gaslighting, your mind tries to process everything while in a state of confusion with cognitive dissonance. Plus the effects the mental abuse has on our brains, shrinking our hippocampus, which holds our memories, and enlarging our amygdala, which houses our emotions, such as fear. We live with a memory not able to maintain what it was used to, and out of control emotions, especially fear. We begin to fear even more what they are capable of. We cannot seem to get control of our emotional health, and a narcissist will provoke emotions within us so that they can convince us our emotional reactions are the problem, to distract us from the fact that their actions are the problem. Further gaslighting. Gaslighting puts our mind through massive trauma and stress. This can then lead us to emotional outbursts, apologising for those outbursts, not wanting to be around others as we feel negative within ourselves and our behaviour, questioning if we are too sensitive as our emotions are all over. Once our mind is in this state, we genuinely believe that we are the ones at fault, and it becomes easier for the narcissist to gaslight us and harder for us to see what's happening and leave. With their added threats, intimidation and gaslighting of no one will ever love you, I'll do this, you're crazy, we end up genuinely feeling like we are to blame and no one will love us, that we are lucky to have them. You're far from crazy. No one deserves to be abused. Abuse is abuse and there is no excuse. You're not at fault for someone else's mistreatment of you. The whole toxic relationship forms when they start to gaslight your mind, to condition your mind so that they can control your reality. No matter what happened afterwards, what you did or did not do, the gaslighting is the source of your pain and your discomfort. Yes, we have to accept responsibility for our own behaviour. We have to pass responsibility back to the rightful owner for theirs. We have to learn how somebody is making us feel around them, and we have to make a choice to move away from those who make us feel uncomfortable around them, who make us question our own reality around them. recovery from gaslighting. A lot of recovery is letting go of that shame, your pride, your ego, then asking others for reality check, as you could be worried what others might think. You can have a lot of inner shame, and your ego needs to be released to recover, to find your happy self, because the narcissist makes you believe you've caused the problems and you think people will turn away from you. Slowly learning to speak up for yourself again, writing out your reality so that you can gain your own reality checks, so you can believe within your own reality and not what those try to lead you to believe. You cannot get the truth and the correct answers from a narcissist. Their version of reality will always be different from those around them. It is always there to suit themselves. They can never be accountable and will never accept responsibility. Only false apologies if they believe they have something to gain by offering one. They enjoy you calling them out, as this gives them more power and control over you. Whether or not a narcissist knows you're right does not matter to the narcissist. They want to watch you go crazy trying to prove it. They want to gaslight you more and hurt your emotional health. They love to provoke reactions from you. They will twist and turn more and more on you with their word salad to send you further into depths of despair. When it comes to gaslighting, do not approach the narcissist for answers. Find those answers within yourself. If you questioned your part, doubted yourself, thought you were to blame, you're not a narcissist. Narcissists don't look towards themselves. They look to find somebody else to blame. They look to find a scapegoat. Your reactions are normal human behaviour, which are your reactions, which, yes, you do need to work on. And one of those things is, if that person brings out the worst in you, it's time to move away from that person. Due to being so manipulated by the narcissist, we often try to make it up to them for the things they're actually doing to us. You need to work on releasing any guilt you have, releasing those traumas and developing a new mindset that works for you, a new inner self full of self-worth, repeatedly telling yourself that you are enough. When you work on your inner self, listen to your instincts, even if you're not sure what they're telling you at the time, you will become so much happier and more confident in your own abilities and learn to trust within yourself. Once you've created your beliefs and your values, to create your boundaries around them and stick with those boundaries, then others can respect them as yours or no longer be a part of your life. People around you don't have to understand your values and your beliefs. They don't have to agree with them. Just respect them as your own and not walk all over them. You need your personal values and beliefs to create your boundaries, and you need to action your boundaries and your behaviour to match those around you. Their actions need to match their words. People with lots of false promises that continue to let you down, you don't need those kinds of people in your life. There is plenty of genuine people in the world to surround yourself with. Those who abandon you when you needed them the most, put you down, never accept any blame, no matter how nice they can be, they are abusive. You need to get out and stay out for your own sanity. If you are out, you need to remember you cannot help them. You cannot fix them. So next time they come back for the hoover with pity plays and false apologies, don't go back to them. Work on breaking that trauma bond by doing all the things that you love to do that the narcissist wouldn't let you do. If you're still with the narcissist, you've got to stop turning to them for help, as they will only ever make you feel worse, and you need to start turning to yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. It's hard when you've lived through gaslighting abuse. Always questioning yourself, making mistakes is how we learn. Just learn from those mistakes. To fail is our first attempt in learning. Making your own choices. It is hard to relearn to think for ourselves when the narcissist gaslighting has you questioning everything you do. Learning to make your own choices again and not worrying if you make a mistake, not worrying about your decision, not worrying what other people think of you is a learning curve, but it's one that's well worth it. Letting your emotions out safely. If you need to cry, cry it out. If you feel frustrated, punch that pillow. Whatever allows you to let your emotions out safely, just never let them out in front of a narcissist. Be kind towards yourself. The fact you've been gaslighted is a fact, and you are far from alone. A narcissist is highly skilled at manipulation. Be thankful you are now aware and take steps to recover. Once you've created those values, beliefs and boundaries, you will no longer need red flags because those boundaries will be your deal breakers. It is hard breaking free, however, it is also very worth it for your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your financial health, and a much more stable and happier life for you. I shall add in the video description the 10 methods that narcissists can use to gaslight your reality. I am currently full for one-to-one coaching. I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the description if you'd like to take a look at that. Thank you very much for listening. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, please do add those into the comments. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.